I've been hiding a secret. Yeah, my boxes of stash are overflowing. So I need to do something about that. So for Saturday's video, you're getting vignettes. And for next Wednesday's video, which is what you're watching right now, you are getting hey, hang with me as I try to organize price and figure out what to do with all this stuff that's on these shelves. I'm sure you've heard 101 times that buying is the easy part of reselling. Pricing, inventory control, y'all. When you see one of our videos, a haul video, a makeover video, I come right home from an auction within a day or two. It is processed. It is on eBay. It is in our retail booth. And I will admit, I get lazy when it comes to smalls because it's so easy to okay, I'm getting the big items priced and put where they need to be, but then the smalls. So all of a sudden I have shelves full of smalls and waiting for furniture to go in. I cannot move. I cannot move this furniture without Chris's help. So I'm going to go through boxes and I'm going to pull things out to make vignettes for you all. And some of it's going to get priced and go into our booth for our open house, which is coming up the first week of November. So this is like a month away. So this is a good time to go through this stash because those boxes are very full and they're kind of you're stacking on top of each other and you can't just pull the box out anymore because it's kind of booby trapped because everything's going to fall off. Oh, what have I done to myself? And I blame myself. I can't blame Chris because, well, I do. I can blame him. He's the one who finds those yummy auctions that we get to buy at, which is a good problem. But okay, I'm going to pull out the first box and just see what there is. I got to move some lamps first because I don't have room for these lamps to go in yet. Hopefully after the open house. Oh, yes, it's running into my eBay. Things are falling out. That is not a good thing. I don't even know. Once I start moving it, what is booby trapped? Good question. Oh, it is so heavy. I think this has books. It better have books for as heavy as it is. Oh, I don't have enough space to go backwards. That was heavy and I lost a few things. So I do stash my own home decor. I steal out of those boxes. My Christmas that I treasure is up in an extra bedroom, but yeah, so I need to go through, those were the new bingo cards that I just got. I wanted to save some calendar. Yeah, there are some books in here. So I need to figure out a different organization. I need to put some vignettes together for you all, kind of separate everything. I feel like I do this over and over again. I get, buy stuff off of whatnot. I can't blame Chris for that because that's my own. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of go through it and organize it somehow, box by box. Now, don't think I'm going to do this all in one day. And then random bags. I say random bags because I give them to our antique mall. She doesn't buy bags, she recycles. And so I collect other antique store bags. And hey, it's still a bag. Like you'd rather see the yummies than see me, right? Okay, so yes, there's the books. There's the things making this so heavy. Doilies, fabric. Well, the Ben clocks are probably making it a little bit on the heavy side. Little things that I thought I'd make vignettes. Little tiny books. Little bird. Oh, see, so stuff like this I should be pricing and just getting it in the booth, along with little like those. What, a butter pad? Who's ever seen a butter pad in here? So a lot of times, it helped, I thought, Y'all had already seen the pumpkins. I made the pumpkins years ago, so I thought I would hoard on these. I thought I was going to make y'all pumpkins, but I figured other people already got to it before I did pumpkins. Not sure what that is. Yeah, so it was it was the clocks. That's a nice Ben clock. That should go into the booth. I know that right off the bat. This should go in the booth. I need to price that. These little tinies I was saving. Look at this yummy green. Oh, that's a lot of creamers to go on that that one. Some old shoes. Maybe somebody would like some old shoes. This is a very fun clock. I love this little salvage piece. I've used that in my decor forever. I can talk about each and every one of these. Y'all might be here for days. Oh, I do have, like, I should sell some of the bingo cards. Maybe make a mixed set of bingo cards for y'all. Because I just got some more. Okay, so see how that's all like separated? Another, oh, look at that yummy green clock. Oh. Okay, I'll figure out what to do with that. Oh, look at it's a little mini. Oh, geez. See, everything just gets tucked behind and then you forget. So I have to decide what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to torture y'all going through every single box, but I kind of, hello, Christmas. See, and some of my books were getting smashed because I was putting it on top of each other. That's not a good thing, Yvonne. Talk to myself like I'm listening, right? And then some of it, like, I'm never going to use it. Why do I have it? I don't know. Oh, a wooden spoon does not belong in here. That is not the wooden spoon collection. Oh, salvaged. Oh, look at me, I forgot to use him. Oh, is it too late? Maybe not. Oh, I have some wooden I thought I had some wooden marbles. Somebody asked me about those and I didn't know where they had gone. Random little swan. Not even sure how the rosary got mixed in with with the paperclip holder thingy. Which look at right here. There you go. Right there. Something to hold it up. That's all you need. Is just something to hold it up. Look at this old. Oh, that is old. How yummy is that, y'all? I think I bought that off of Whatnot. A little old horse. You've seen better days. You guys. Oh, I got two. I think I bought from a Whatnot seller because she had a 2 and a 5, and I'm obsessed with the 2 and a 5. But those are awesome price tags. I don't know. Game piece. Oh, sometimes I should worry about myself. Hey, one thing I can throw away, a twist tie. Oh, so much to go through. Some little animals. Like, I've got checkers. Because I thought when I made game boards, I'd sell checkers with them. And then I never did sell any checkers. I've got some flashcards that somebody might be happy about. Old receipt pads. Look at how yummy those are. Oh, I have... Yeah. Oh, another little book. Okay, let me see if I can get this one organized. I'll share it with y'all. I have my first round of things that I found on the shelves. Then I'm going one by one, and I'm going to go ahead and get those, not listed. Those are going into the booth for the open house. Yes, it's amazing what you stuff on your shelves at. You're like, that could sell, that would sell, that might sell. It's not going to sell if it's on the inventory.
But I thought I'd help her out because I have to set up the tables anyways. So I'm going to set up the tables in part of the garage and then start clearing off some of the shelves. As you can see, we do have quite a bit of inventory. And like she'll point out, A lot of the big things we take in or we price right away and take in, this is a lot of stuff that you're questionable about or we are questionable about. And it just seems to accumulate really quick. So we're going to go through it. I'm starting to wonder if Yvonne's got a problem with small creamers. We'll see how many I can find. So the creamers didn't really grow too much, but the ironstone, I think she kind of forgot she had some.
So, you know, you never turn down help. So Chris came home from work and he saw that I was starting to go through inventory. And so he set out tables and he started unloading everything. And then I just got overwhelmed. I'm like, I was just going to do a box at a time, create some vignettes, price some of it, put some bundles together, price some stuff on eBay. You know, everybody's organization is a little different. So now it's just kind of created a monster. Then I'm like, I don't just want to put it back on the shelves. That's the whole point. Organizing the shelves isn't getting it somewhere, isn't getting it listed, isn't getting it into the booth, isn't getting it into the free pile or sent to the auction house because some of it's just too nice for the free pile. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on now is I've gone through the ironstone. I have gone through some of the new purchase goods I have. Oh, yes, there's a little bit of organization going on there. Yes, I'm gonna put this in the booth. Display some creamers on it, maybe some butter pats. You know, I'm sometimes it's easier just to list. I don't know, is it easier just to list or is it easier to find room in your booth? You just don't know, y'all. It's a lot of work sometimes. And then when your shelves get too full, then you forget what you have, and then you're buying doubles or you haven't used up what you had. And I like to shop. They say shopping is the easiest part, and they are right. They are right. I will redecorate my house all day long and use my stash. But when all the boxes are overflowing, you can't get into them anymore. So hang with me as unfortunately because I video from my phone, I can't like show you my pricing. I mean, y'all will always ask about prices. I didn't go to school for business. And a lot of it's auctions, so it's kind of I mean, even though you spend an individual amount on an item, it's like we go by that overall amount because sometimes you really underpay because you get a huge box lot. Sometimes you overpay because you get competitive. get competitive. So I just Google Lens everything and see what Google Lens tells me. Go to the eBay, the sold listings, and kind of do like, okay, will we get that price in our area? Maybe, maybe not. Will somebody ask for a discount? Probably. So there's that. So that's how I price. I don't have like a cheat like, oh, creamers are this much is butter pats this. I don't. Some people go by what they paid for an item and they 3 times their money. Some people like go right out of the highest listing of eBay or the lowest listing of eBay. Y'all just have to do what works for you. I wish I know that there are people on YouTube that tell you what they do and that works for them. And you could go, I don't ever want to steer anybody in the wrong way. I know what works for us, and I know that I need to get stuff in the booth before the open house. And it's too hard to go into Hog Creek because we have to restock while it is open. So it's so hard to do like a whole, I see these people and I see these thumbnails and they're redoing their whole booth. And I'm like, people don't like to come in the booths a lot of times when people are stocking. They don't want to interrupt you. I don't ever want to like turn away a buyer. So I much rather bring a couple baskets in, and like fit things in. Oh yeah, I would love to totally. I have ideas that I would love to do a booth restock, and that's more of a January, February when nobody's coming on a Tuesday and a Wednesday during the week, which are the slow days after the first of the year. But right now it's really hard to do a whole booth reset because it's just too busy. We're very blessed to be thank you, Lord, that we're very blessed to be in a wonderful antique mall that is has lots of traffic, whether they're buying or not sometimes. Oh, they buy. But, you know, I've always said I'm happy selling at least one item a day. That makes it seem like it's worth it. Yes, we have a dollar amount now. Let's get off that subject and let's just go through inventory and see. I have more fun staging things for and like ideas of, because that's the thing is like you buy it and then you're like, well, I don't have room in the booth. And like I know there's some things in my craft booth, especially my craft booth, that I need to take out that I crafted and I've marked down and people aren't buying. I hate that. My painted items, yes, yep. Green items, yep. I did do well, a lot of good with Halloween this year. There's still quite a bit left, but you just never know. Now, there was a period of time where, like the green striped restaurant where creamers were selling, and now they have just stopped. So I took everything that I had on eBay, because I think if you display them together, and I actually have a few in my booth, if you display them together, it draws somebody's eye. It gives them an idea of what to do. The butter pats don't, I mean, that one does okay. This has a bigger butter pat. So I'll kind of just like work from there, price them individually. You get about $12, I think. I don't remember. I have to look. So I do a lot of copy and paste because so to price them, what I do is, especially since I took them off eBay, I've already got a picture of them, and then I will go into my unsold listings. I'll do a copy and paste. I have this wonderful little printer that's an app on your phone. I can copy and paste into the little description, put our booth number, put our price. Makes it really easy to read. They're not terrible for the people who are, you know, I don't know about you. Sometimes you can't get those darn stickers off. So they're not terrible. They stick well enough that they're not going to just fall off. But they also come off enough that you're not going to have to use Goo Gone, a razor blade a lot to have to remove them. So that's nice also. So this is a nice machine to have. It just comes with, you buy the refills. So I think Lone, what is his name? Lone Star is another YouTuber I saw at TikTok, and he was showing this off that he had just got a booth. Because I don't really sit down and watch. I don't have time. So quick little I can do. So yeah, so I'm gonna get this all priced. Like I said, I have some in the booth already. Got to determine how much is my painted box. You know, I might be able to get 28 for that, is what I'm thinking. I paid 15. Luckily, I spray painted it. You know, you never, very seldom are you going to get paid for your time as a crafter. It'd be nice, but no. A lot of times people just snap a picture of it and then be like, hey, I'm going to find one of those and I want to do that myself. I like the green color. I think the green color is so fun with that little yellow peeking through. I decided these pieces of ironstone, they are a lot to ship once you get packaging. I can't say I sell the big terrains very often, so I'm going to be sending those to auction, and then I'm going to pick out some of the teapots, because there again, shipping is a lot on them because of the packaging that you have to use on them. Not that I want to. I love that this is a whole set, but somebody who may have, and they take up a lot of room on your shelves in your retail space. And I think like this piece has been in, I think these two pieces have been in. So that's just, they got to travel. They got to find another home. Kind of working on this area here. So sometimes when I get frames and windows and stuff, I set them over here instead of taking them out to the barn where they belong. And now it's getting too cluttered. I've already moved some things. It gets too cluttered, and you can't get to the shelves, and you can't move around. So that's not good. So next thing you know, you're dropping it in the aisleway, and it's just, yeah, it's too much. Frame with glass goes out to the barn until I'm ready to use it. long frame project piece also. Yeah, I'll get my steps in today. See, now I feel like I can, the big pieces are gone. I have shelves I need to deal with. How do you all store your florals? Because they have such big stems. So I need like something better, like to insert it instead of it laying down, because when it's laying down on top of each other, then you don't see what's on the bottom. Might be some bells. I don't know if it's because we go to auctions all the time. We just accumulate a ton of stuff. And then I'm a project person, and I probably could sell it faster and whatnot, but that takes time too. So yeah, this is just our life. So what did we do? August, did we do our garage sale? So then it's just time. I mean, I can't say that I went as in depth onto the shelves. It's closer to Christmas now, so since it's October, there were bulbs and stuff that didn't sell in our booth last year, so I have a tote of those. So Chris is going to take those to auction next week, and I'm learning what will sell and what won't sell. So it's time to get it to somebody else that maybe has a different market than I do to be able to sell it. I wanted to hang this in our bedroom, so it's gotten pushed back. This tote, we gave some to our son Alex, so I know this has Christmas in it, and it's lightweight, and I know I'm pretty sure it's the bulbs. Yes, it's the vintage bulbs. So I will put those in a box, take my price tags off of them, and send them to auction. That's all you can do, and they're already packaged up for somebody else to be reselling them. It sucks, but that's just how. Because like almost every Christmas haul you get at an auction, you're usually getting Christmas bulbs, and you can only sell so many. And I mean, $5. I mean, so it's all good. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna now make up a box so I can put those in a box so we can have that space, which is valuable, which has been taken up since last Christmas. A salvage triangle piece that can go in the outdoor booth for $10 if somebody buys that, because we're winding down on the outdoor booth as soon we'll have snow. So I made up a little box. I'm just going to pull this out. I'm going to pull my tag off. I know some people send it to auction with their tag on it. It's just, I don't know. You come up with your own price of what you want to charge for it. You know what you're going to be paying at auction. So and I would think at auction they would be maybe bring better money. And I want them. They've made it this far. I'm not taking them out of the packaging just to throw them in a box, because I have a whole other lot over there of Christmas that I have to deal with. But I had to. I had to buy all those. Right? Because Christmas is coming, and I will make fun little things for you all. Probably not ship the big one, because that one's hard. So I'm going to be moving some of this out. I probably have to do a voiceover Um, trying to redo this a little bit for things that haven't sold. You just gotta change things out and then see what I can fit in here, because that actually is way too big above there. So time to play. So I'm just trying to do area by area, bring a tote in, change it out in between customers, and this is what this space has changed into. I think it looks really nice and inviting. It is impossible. I spent 2 hours at Hog Creek changing things out, bringing other things home. It's just impossible. There's not enough space to film unless somebody was like Chris was able to be there to film. I wish there was like once a month or something you could go in and stock and where you could reset a booth without being open. It's just really hard. Okay, so now I found two empty totes that, yes, I'm going to hoard my Christmas in. I'm not dealing with Christmas right yet. I'm going to, but I'm going to put some of the Christmas that's just laying out in boxes that came from auctions into those so I can narrow it down. Like, I'll know right away, like, oh, this needs to go to the auction house. Because I do feel like the ornaments will sell well at the auction house this time of year. The auction's always like the last Friday of the month, so we're still in it. Yes, I have little boxes like this all over. like, oh, Yvonne, don't save the box. Just like I said, I'm just going to be making, selling, but first, Santa's head. Yeah, we'll get through it. We will get through it. And then, yes, it is spider season. So I feel like those can go to auction. I'm not positive on those. If these are more ornaments, no, these are bulbs. This is an ornament. Okay, so bulbs will stay. This is fall. So like these I had in my booth. They didn't sell. I'll probably keep that little bird. And I like little small bulbs. And I always save red because I decorate with red. And it's so hard to use them in a craft because they're so fragile and breakable. So what is that? That is a head. I don't. Okay, I'll save it for weirdness, but yeah. So this will go into the auction pile. Weird because this is not what I had planned, but since Chris started it, I will go ahead and complete it. This is from an estate sale. There's some good yummies here. Yeah, some more yummies because that's an amazing box. See how I get myself in trouble? But then to buy the amazing box, I have to buy other things. And I am going to do it. I do red. No, I'm doing that wrong. I want the red bulbs. I'll keep that red bulb. And then I will take these out because I won't use them and they won't sell for me. And somebody else will be very happy. See why I have them in the protectors? Because it's better. It's just easier on them. So yes, to get that box that I wanted, I had to take these other two. That's how we all get a lot of ornaments. And then I do have a box problem. I always keep my bigger boxes over here. So they don't take up a ton of room. Let's see if I can shift these ginormous Crocs. that are that were so weak at auction, both Chris and I, and buying them, and then you got to wait for a giant one to sell before you can put another giant one in there. There, that holds the yeah, that holds it for me. Gotta clean while you're doing it. It's funny because it's a garage and we pay for exterminator's spray, and we still, surrounded by cornfields, you still get those dead bugs. It gives Tater something to chase on, I think. And we always need a ton of chairs because we host the family get-togethers. And Chris decided he wanted to take his stuff that he needs to price, which is less than mine, out to the shop. And then I'm going to take my Christmas that I make with out there and bring it in here. Because I just did that one project for you, and I'm like, I can totally make them in here. All I need is a glue gun, and I'm going back and forth anyway. So that'll give him his own space. Oh, Christmas glitter. So yeah, we would love to have somebody come in and epoxy the floor because we're out here all the time. The cement is just crumbling. No amount of paint stays on it. But we'd have to move everything. They're not going to just do section by section when they epoxy. We asked the cement people who did our back deck, our patio, about it, and they're like, yeah, no, you have to rip it all out. Cement doesn't really stick to cement like that. Not especially since we want to park in here. Now we're going on, that's another reason for motivation is it's getting cooler. Chris is having to, and we had our first frost, so now Chris has to remember to work because he leaves at 5:45 in the morning to go to work. So we need to be able to park our cars in here. So yeah. I'm working on it for him. I'm trying. He's trying to help me, motivating to help me. Okay, I'm getting some stuff moved. All these that I have. Unfortunately, I think they need to be on the tall. They're tall. I use them. I sell them. I'd bought some off of a wholesale site. And then the two on the back I thrifted. There we go. That's another little one. These I want to use for Christmas. So, Christmas here. I got my whole candles need to be bettered. Yeah, I got a lot going on right there. What is even in here? Oh, what? Yeah. Pipe cleaners. Oh yeah. Okay. I think that's all Christmas. So put that in Christmas. Oh, so much to go through all the time. Okay. And you have to decide, am I really going to use it, right? Am I going to? That's the problem. That's the problem, right? It's so crazy. I feel like I'm getting it cleared off, but I feel like I'm not dealing with the boxes that I wanted to deal with. I just put the last stash of these in there because these actually, at $5 a piece, they do sell. Maybe not on eBay, but they do sell in the booth. So I just put a stash of those in there. Oh, this mirror got put away up there. That's still a good mirror. This little sign, we'll put that over here. This was in my own decor. I love that old thing. Oh. Now I cleared off this shelf because I have some bigger eBay items that are sitting on the ground. So I really want to not have them on the ground like that. Dust, it just happens. Dust always happens. I want to be able to get this out of the way so it doesn't get hurt. Waiting for somebody to pay for that. And by the time our open house is, it's anything that's listed on eBay is fair game. Meaning if it didn't sell, I will sometimes take things off and put it in the booth. So that's how that works. Yes, so those are bigger pieces. There. At least it's off the ground now. Because it was, was sitting right here and that just there again in the walkway. It looks much better. You can walk, there's not debris all over. No, I haven't dealt with my Christmas yet, but I've got things off the floor. That will be so much better, We might be going in the rainy season. I have a whole box. What is it with boxes and us resellers? We're like, that's a good box. I could use that for shipping, but then I buy boxes and then you can get boxes free. Yes. That stack of boxes is the 1803 candles that I resell. Most of that is Christmas and tarps in the gray. So yeah, I've really weeded. It's just part of life, part of a reseller. What we have to do, we have to figure out how to control our hoard. And since, as you all know, we're at an auction every weekend, we have to control our hoard, or we will be that estate sale that we go to, those auctions that we go to, and the people that never got rid of the extras. And I don't want to leave that on our kids someday. I've got as much cleared off as I can off those. Now I have to work on this part. I cannot avoid this any longer. So dive in and see what I can get done. I know where I can put a couple extra Victor mugs though. So I did find a box. This will be great for the bingo cards, I think. Better way to organize them than, yeah. The box isn't going to close, so it doesn't really matter. But at least it's wider. Much wider. But I never know. And I do sell some online, and then I do put them in the booth. So this is another. The boxes. Oh, the boxes. We have so many boxes. Luckily, Chris can take them to work and recycle them. I was saving them when Alex started doing whatnot, but then he found out that he can get the priority mails and figure out the priority mail shipping. So that works. I just buy some more bingo cards. Seriously. Seriously, just when I think I have them all, I don't have them all. It's better to have them all in one place. Now I know. So I think instead of putting them, I'm going to put them, even though this is not completely organized yet. So I'll put them up here. I need to organize this better. This is Valentine's Day. This little critter is Valentine's Day. This little critter, I'm trying to figure out how to fix the broken. think I have to take, yeah, I have to figure out how to take that off. This is a Reagan house. Candles, we want the candles. But yeah, I need to go through like, hey, see, I was looking for where I need to have another container for my general store because I knew that I had more black when I was creating earlier, but I was not finding them. I just had apparently stuffed them in here, and that just makes it for you to dig, and that's not a good way to do it either. I don't know if I have small containers or if I, give me any chance to go to the store and buy something. Then I don't have to do work. Yes. I probably should run to the Dollar General and buy some. No, not right now. Not right now. I will save those. I think I'll just put it in here for right now. Whatever general stores tags I have. And then I'll deal with that later. I'm not going to do that right now. But I know that things fell. My numbers. So clear is better. I like this tin though. I like this tin a lot. I'm a sucker when I see it in somebody's booth. Rusty crusty ones. Not sure why I have a piece of tin foil. Who knows? It does get out of hand. That's why I share it with you all, because I have the same. I am the same. I'm like you. So I should figure out what to do with advertising. That's why I said I need to make more vignettes. And that was my goal all along, but somehow I have not been keeping up with it the way that I should be keeping up with it. Tallow berries, love this stuff. My last batch, I just had to order some more. I thought these are going to stay in there, but I just need some type of organization right now. I need to section things off into little groupings, similar items. Yeah, just crazy. How many cards do I have? A lot. Clock faces, more price tags. Halloween rosaries. I think I'm gonna put that in with the, because that's not how it's staying. It's just how it's getting separated right now. Another rosary. As I bend my head in shame. Oh yes, I saved this because of those yummies. I don't know why I didn't sell that. It was the iron, and then it has the laundry line, and then it has, I forgot to list that when I got that green stash. That's not what I'm dealing with right now, but yes. Christmas. Make stuff. This is all Easter. There's a Thanksgiving one. Well, I'll be darned. Oh, I may have a problem. Now, where did I put the bingo cards? Oh, I put them away already. Try to get as much of the stash as I possibly can. I'm not getting another box out. So, I'm not going to sell checkers and boxes that I purchased at auctions. So I will figure it out. Okay. To sell. To create with. Oh, what? Another clock face. Okay, I feel like I have an empty box. We'll knock the dust out of it. And Chris had got these boxes from a bakery a long time ago that was closing. So yeah. Oh, look at Flower Frog. I just found another number. But I'm gonna put like those glass jars that I'm making. I think that's a good way because then I can grab the whole glass jar out. Probably be better with like a plastic, but I have glass jars, so that's what I'm gonna use. So like this is a really cool goods, but it didn't have any lid and it's chipped. So we'll put the mini Bibles, rosaries in there, mini books. I'll put my numbers, the tags, numbers, little animals. I just think that this might be a better way because I can already look down here and like, oh, I have another number, letter, like in this box down. I mean, already I can start looking and finding like how I can organize it in here. So this is 7. So we'll kind of do like the wording, the small little things I build with. I very seldom pass up a clock face. So there's a couple of those. And then I know that I had register tags. I mean, I sold a lot, but I don't want to sell more on eBay until like we find another register that Chris can take apart that's damaged. I had been finding people on eBay that they were selling the lots of them, but I think the whatnot sellers are beating me to them now. So hey, it's just that's how it goes. I may have my share. I might be able to sell some, but like I said, it's hard because you don't know when you're going to be able to find more, a big grouping like that. So here's that point. This is all I have to keep sorting through right now. So I only made one trip to our booth, took a couple hours there, really went through the stuff like, am I really going to use it? I mean, if I have not gone searching for it, what's the sense of having it, right? That's just, yeah, somebody else might have more of a purpose for it, or they might just be happy to have something new. But it's like, it's so easy. You just want to gather all that up and just throw it in the box and call it good. But I know that I have to, I need to weed out the little bit that's there. But, and then I have a whole table of stuff that I want. I think I'm just going to price it and put it in the booth and have a really stocked booth for our open house. So I'll show you just a little bit more. Yeah, the tables are clear. So yes, tables clear, stack of recycling, found a whole, like odds and ends, kept finding spools. But yeah, I think I can just go ahead and list all, or not list it, but price it, put it in the booth. I just took some of the little odds and ends and put them in some of the jars that I had. I don't know, they might like them, they might not, they might just sit there. I'm not sure. Just got some of the wooden stuff out. I'm going to use these caddies that never sell to hold the wooden stuff. That's perfect. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy. The shelves look good. They look so much more empty. Like I said, I think not today. I'm tired. When I go through the Christmas stuff, we'll bring the Christmas stuff in here so it's easier. But it just looks so much. It's a job that you have to do. You don't want to do it, but you have to do it. So I think Chris will be very impressed when he gets home. Don't look at the Christmas shelf. Well, Christmas holiday, there's Christmas and probably Easter in there because I think I have all my Halloween out, maybe a couple boxes of the Dollar Tree trees and a witch's hat. But the rest of it, I'm pretty sure is Christmas. That's what I mean. I need to go through and do some baggies for people to buy and just put some groupings groupings together. Yeah, it's hard because when you get when you're buying from an auction, you're not hen and picking. You're not like an open estate sale, garage sale, where you're just picking one item. When you go to an auction, you're getting a box lot, usually of Christmas, and then you're like, well, I don't want to get rid of it. But then you get too much. And I know from last year, the first year I really put vintage Christmas in, a quarter of it sold. Not even at 50% off at the end of the season, it just wasn't selling. So I really need to think of what I'm going to crate with, get it moving, recoup some of the money that I've spent. But that's another day. That's another day. This was an undertaking that I needed to get done. Once Chris emptied that, I'm like, you know what? We go to auction on Saturday. We can't have all the tables filled coming home on a Saturday auction. So I had to get it done. Need to take everything out of the box. Anything that is, it's the smalls. I love smalls. I love to crate with smalls, but you know, they're the kind of things that you kind of pack. We're pack rats. So I have a place for blocks. Tree. Should just sell this as is. Little, I don't even know what you will call them. Notions? Not notions, because that'd be sewing. There are sewing stuff in there. Just littles. Look at like an old receipt pad. I can't help it. I've got to. I have to hoard on it. But my hoard looks a lot better. Okay, this is a 10, but advertising, so I'm going to put it in the advertising box. But I really narrowed it down. I mean, I think it was good to make the jars of it, my wooden stuff, my salvage stuff. I did kind of just throw that in there. Like, what am I doing with that? And I have not done, I need to think on how to, if you have any suggestions, how to organize better my greenery so it's not just on top of each other, because these boxes aren't working at all for it, only if you want one layer. But yeah, yes, I need to figure that out.